Okay, so it's been a while, and I'm starting a little late. Starting my 4:30 p.m. Zoom class, and I'm just going to record this in a bunch of places. So if you missed Thursday night, you can always just hit replay. So this is, I'm calling this dynamic flow. It's a moderate level, but a little more strength oriented, some core work, nothing too strenuous, but just some challenging balancing and core movements. So just something I was playing with the other day, and I thought I'd write it down. So here we go. Start in child's pose. And if you have any props at home that you want to use, blankets or blocks or anything, just grab that and have it ready for you. And you can use that to your own discretion. Just connect to your breath. Let go of the day. Bring your breath into your back body and let it be big. And take whatever is lingering, and gather it in your breath and let it out through a sigh. And take another big breath in. One more. And then take a peek at your hands. Start to walk your hands over to the right side as far as you can reach. Let your left hand clasp on top of your right. Let that stretch go from your wrist all the way down to that left hip. Sink left hip down opposite direction from your right hand. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe into the stretch. Let it release whatever it needs to. Walk back through center, all the way over to the left. Same thing, right hand clasps left. Pull from wrist to hip. Expand through ribs. One more breath. Come back through center. Take the arms wide, just about the width of your mat. Let your head touch down. Stretch out through the shoulders and the armpits. Breath expanding into your back body. And then slowly come all the way up into a child table pose. Set hands underneath shoulders, knees under hips. Spread fingers wide. Press into the hands, broaden across the chest, belly button draws in, support your spine. Send the shoulders away from your ears. And feel the stability in your mid-body. Once you have that, flow through cat and cow. Breathing into any kinks in your spine. Taking that off center if you want. Moving in any direction, letting yourself slither. And then come back to stillness when you feel complete. Tuck your toes. Really spread the toes into the ground. Press into the fingers. Broaden across the chest. Strengthen through the upper and mid body. And then just lift the knees about an inch. Maybe move the chest forward. Moves forward. Elbows roll under. Feel the triceps. And then slowly touch down. You can flow through your spine to reset. Come back into stability. Keep toes tucked under. Press into the hands, lift the knees. Broaden across the chest. Press across the knuckles and the fingertips. And then touch down. Let it flow. And how about one more? Tuck toes. Broaden across chest. Stabilize. Lift knees. Send heart forward. Maybe send the shoulders even more over the wrists. 3, 2, 1, touch down. Let it flow. Sink your hips to your heels. Let your wrists recover. And if you need, you can come up, stretch the tops of the wrists, and make any movements that feel good. Until you're ready to come back into your table. Take a long breath in. As you exhale, send the right leg back. Hips are level. Mid-body square to the floor. Press into that right hand. Left arm reaches forward. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more like that. As you exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, expand. Just 3 times. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, expand. Once more. Inhale, open. And then touch down. Flex your foot, tuck the toes, press forward and back. Elbows roll under, feeling like you could stretch the mat, maybe tear it in half. Just feel that nice stretch all the way down the back of the leg. And then slowly release. Leg reaches back behind you. Fingertips reach out. Left arm reaches forward. Big breath in. This time you're opening to the diagonal, arm and leg. Inhale through center. Exhale, open a little bit wider. Inhale through center. This time exhale, open as wide as you can go. Reach all the way back through center. Touch down. Sink hips to heels. Just notice how that feels. It's a challenge, but notice how you meet your challenge. Let it be an observation. If you need to release your wrists, take a moment and do that. On your next inhale, come back through neutral. Long breath in. Exhale, left leg reaches back. Opposite side. Level through the hips, then right arm reaches forward. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, knee to elbow. 3 times. Inhale. Exhale, that's 2. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. Expand. And then touch that hand down. Flex your foot. Tuck the toes, press forward and back. Stretch the left leg. Elbows roll under for stability. Release that. Let the leg lift. Right arm extends out again. Big inhale, stretch long. Exhale, open to the diagonal. Inhale through center. Exhale, open wider. Inhale through center. You know where we're going. Exhale, open all the way out, as wide as you can go. Come back through center. Exhale, touch down. Find any movements that you need to recover. One more breath. Slowly make your way back into your table. Right leg extends out. Left arm reaches forward. This time you send the heel of that right leg all the way up to the ceiling. You can stay here, or you can catch that back ankle, press into the hand, let the heart open. You're finding your balance here, setting your eye gaze. Slowly release. Find cat and cow to reset your spine. Then when you're ready to reset, come back into your foundation. Left leg reaches back. Right arm reaches forward. Send the heel of the left leg all the way up. Stay or catch the ankle, press into the hand. Find that opening in the front body, strength in the back body. Slowly release. Flow through your spine. Find any movements. Slowly sink hips to heels. Fingertips reach forward. Child's pose. A moment of rest. Come all the way back. This time, send the legs back, coming into a plank. So make sure your plank isn't too lifted through the hips or even too saggy in the hips. One line from the crown of your head to your heels. So you don't want a peak or a dip in that line. Squeeze the heels back. So we're doing some slow climbers. Right leg starts first, just tap the toes. Send the leg back. Left leg, tap, top of the foot. Release back. Right leg, tap, back. Left leg, tap, back. 2 more times. Right side, left side. Last one. Right, then left. Lift your hips, press back, find downward facing dog. Find any movements here. Just feel that nice rest in your down dog. When you're ready, let your knees come down. Keep your toes tucked under. And then walk your hands out, coming into Anahatasana, heart melting. Hips stay lifted, either your chin or your forehead touch the ground. Maybe you try lifting the toes. Tuck the toes down. Slowly come forward onto your belly, Sphinx pose. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Press down into the forearms and then pull back toward the hips. Nice long neck. Squeezing the back body to support your lumbar spine. Then slowly release. Hands come underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift up through table or right into plank, downward facing dog. Look forward between your hands, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Soft bend in the knees, let your upper body drape. Legs take the weight of your upper body. Legs take the weight of the day. Feel grounded in your feet. Stability. Rooted and anchored. And then slowly make your way. Hands to shins to start. Just lengthen your spine. Strong press into the feet, arms reach. Come all the way up to standing. Palms press overhead, hands to heart. And then open wide. Find Tadasana. Stand strong in your mountain, in your foundation. Slight variation of sun salutations. Arms reach, sweep up. Exhale, hinge, forward fold. Knees bent as much as you need. Inhale, lengthen. Halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Find a nice long lunge. First version, really slow to kind of get the moves. Right hand underneath your shoulder. Find your twist. Left hand reaches to the sky. Squeeze in all directions. And for this first variation, if you want to bring your knee down to the floor, that's perfectly fine. Just to get the moves and some warmth into the body. But if you're ready for it, you can straighten that back leg. Hug your knee into your chest and expand in all directions.
Come all the way down, hands frame that front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees deep, send the hips to the sky. Look forward between your hands. This time the right foot steps. Left hand stays grounded. Find that twist on the other side. Right fingertips reach to the sky. Again, left knee down if you need, or keep that back leg straight. Expand in all directions. Let this feel really nice, like ringing out the day. Exhale, touch down. Step back. Downward facing dog. This time roll forward, find your plank. For the first variation, knees touch down, hug your elbows in. Let chest and chin come forward. And then press into your baby cobra. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog, 3 full deep breaths. Looking forward, soft bend, right foot steps, left foot joins. Deep knee bend, exhale, forward fold. Inhale with a long spine, come up. Hands to heart, open Tadasana. Second round, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back. Find that deep lunge right away. Right fingertips to the sky, twist. Hug chest to right knee. Exhale, touch down. Right foot steps back. Deep knee bend in your downward facing dog. Crouch, look forward. That left foot steps. Left hand reaches. Twist on the other side. So a little bit faster each time. Exhale, touch down. Step back. Downward facing dog. Roll forward. Knees or toes this time, lower. And rise. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, press back. 3 deep breaths. Downward facing dog. Look between your hands, soften the knees. Left foot steps, right foot joins. Lengthen halfway, exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, sweep up. Hands to heart, open wide. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hinge. Lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps. Right away, twist. Exhale, touch down. Little faster. Deep knee crouch right away. Right foot steps forward. Find that twist. Exhale down. Step back. Downward facing dog, roll forward. Lower. And rise. Press back. 3 breaths. Look forward, right foot steps, left foot joins, lengthen halfway, exhale, fold. Big inhale, sweep up. Hands to heart, open Tadasana. Sweep up, inhale, exhale, hinge. Lengthen halfway, left foot steps, right away, twist. Exhale down, deep crouch, left foot steps, left hand reaches. Exhale down, step back. Roll forward, lower, and rise. Press back. 3 breaths. Full breath out. Left foot steps, right foot joins. Lengthen and fold. Sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more full sequence, like a dance. Sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step right foot. Twist. Exhale. Step all the way back into that crouch. Right foot steps, left hand down, right arm reaches high. Hands touch down. Step back. Roll forward. Flow. Rise. Press back. 3 deep breaths. Look forward, right foot steps, left foot joins, lengthen, exhale, fold. Big inhale, sweep up, rise. Hands to heart, open Tadasana. Last round. Sweep up, exhale. Inhale, exhale, left foot steps. Twist. Exhale. Step back, crouch. Left foot forward. Left hand reaches. Hands frame. Step back. Roll forward. Flow. Lift. Press. 3 deep breaths. Look forward, left foot steps, right foot joins, lengthen, exhale forward, sweep up, palms press, heart, open. So another variation, a little deeper, a little bigger, sweep up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway. Exhale, plant hands, step back, plank, lower. Classic vinyasa. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, press back. Find your downward facing dog. Squeeze into that left heel. Right leg reaches back. 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. Keep the shoulders square. Right shoulder squares down as that right hip opens. And then draw that knee in. Step forward. Lower that back heel down. And you're sweeping up into a warrior 1. Nice deep warrior 1 expand. Big breath in. One more just like that. And then on the exhale, open wide, warrior 2. Big breath in. One more. On the exhale, tip forward, windmill down. Right foot steps back into that crouch again. Look forward, left foot steps. Right heel touches down. You're sweeping up warrior 1 on the left. Big breath in. Go deep. More breath. Open wide, warrior 2. Big breath. Sink deep. One more breath. Exhale, tip forward, windmill down. Turn on the back heel, rock into that right leg, step forward between your hands, lengthen, and fold. Big inhale, sweep up. Hands to heart. Tadasana. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands plant. Step back, flow your way. Downward facing dog. Right heel squeezes in, left leg reaches back. Three-legged dog, bend your knee, open your hip. Left shoulder rolls down as that opens wide. And then draw that knee in. Look forward, step between your hands. Lower that back heel down, sweep up. Find your warrior one. 2 deep breaths. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. Inhale, open. Exhale, warrior two. 2 breaths. Inhale, expand. Exhale, deepen. Expand. And then reach. Windmill down. Step back into that crouch. Right leg steps. Left heel touches down. Sweep up. Warrior one. Flow with the breath. Open wide. Warrior two. Tip forward. Release down. Turn on that back heel. Send that back leg forward. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, sweep up. Palms press. Hands to heart. Open wide. Tadasana. Feel the feet. Shake it out. Whatever you need to do. So when you're ready, stand strong. Option to start and end each sequence with vinyasa, or you can opt to just step right back into downward facing dog. So you make this practice as dynamic as you choose. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk, step, or float back. Or just find your downward facing dog, your choice. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Squeeze into that left heel. Right leg reaches back again. 3-legged dog. Bend your knee. Open your hip. If you choose, you can stay here, or you can flip. An open heart. Find a wild thing. Be light on the toes. Maybe even try lifting that right leg. Come all the way back through center. Again, right leg sweeps back. Knee to nose. Step forward. Set up your warrior one again. Arms sweep back. Lift through the chest. And arrive. Little fingers dial in to open the upper back. Send the eye gaze high. Be anchored in the feet. Pull that right hip back. You can stay here or clasp. Send the knuckles down the back of your leg as you open your heart. Again, you can stay here or Bow forward. See if you can keep the heels of the hands together as you press the knuckles to the sky. Keep pulling that right hip back and sending the feet into the earth. Feel that opening in the shoulders. If you're bowing, let the knuckles pull you back up and just retrace where you came from. Finding your way back into warrior one. And then open wide into your warrior two. Option, if you want, lift the heel of that front leg. It's a little more or a different muscle engagement, not necessarily more. Open that front knee out, pull the top hip back just a little bit. And then reverse your warrior. Heel stays lifted or grounded. Open the ribs and expand your heart. And then touch down, sweep forward. Extended side angle, right elbow to the top of your thigh. Left arm reaches high, spin that pinky down so the palm faces the back wall in the opposite direction of your heart. And then your heart rolls to the ceiling. Sink deep into the legs, and if you have space, extend that bottom leg, that bottom arm. Deepen into that front leg. Let the arms pull you all the way back up. Turn the feet parallel, and then heels go in, toes turn out. Sink deep into a goddess pose. So find that stability first. The knees press out, and feel that pulling in from the back body. Lift up through the chest, hands to heart. And then open wide, legs and arms straighten. Exhale, sink deep. Inhale, expand. Exhale. Inhale. Flow with breath. Or just stay in your goddess. Settling down into your goddess. Just hold. Open the arms wide, parallel. And then turn to that left leg, back leg. Find warrior two first, and then straighten. Reach forward and make your way into a triangle. Shin, ankle, block, or big toe, wherever you are today. Let the lower ribs reach to that front leg. Let the eye gaze go to the top hand. Right hand pulls you all the way back up. Bring your hands to your hips. Step that back foot in, about 8 inches. Square the hips to the top of your mat. Angle that back foot in just a little bit. So you're at about a 30-degree angle. Blocks can be at either side of the front foot. Open the heart. Hands at hips, elbows squeeze in toward each other. Engage that front kneecap. Nice strong leg, and then start hinging forward. Once you get to that halfway point, actively with that left hand, pull left hip back. Lead with the chest. Stay here if you want. Hands can come to the top of the leg, or arms reach forward, find your blocks, lift through the chest, shoulder blades squeeze back. Once you get to that point where you can't lengthen forward even more, then you can bow. Maybe your forehead or your nose make contact to your shin, and if they don't, that's fine. It's where you are today, not where you want to be or you think you should be. And then soften that front leg. Walk the hands forward just a little bit. You can still have your blocks, so you just walk the blocks forward. Turn the back heel, so both sets of toes aim toward the front, or really the back edge of your mat, and then you lift that back leg. So you're coming into a standing L. You can stay here, or you tip forward, forehead comes closer to your shin, and that top leg lifts. You're really using the posterior chain, that back leg, the glute and the hamstring, to press into that standing split. And then you test your balance, one hand at a time, and then maybe you get to both hands. Soften that standing leg. You can touch down whenever you need, or challenge your balance. Take your hands to your hips and just bend that back knee as you come up to standing. Knee in line with hip. Reach the fingertips forward. And then press all the way back. Touch down. Lower the back. Heel. And open back into your warrior two. Straighten that front leg and just switch. Warrior two to the front. One more time. Reaching forward, finding your side angle once again. And if you want to make this one bigger, you can reach that top arm behind, find the crease of your hip. Extend the bottom arm. And then if you have that bind, find your clasp and roll your heart open. Slowly unwind. Hands frame that front foot. Step back. Option, downward facing dog or flow. And then make your way back into that plank. Slow climbers again. So right leg, extend. Left leg, extend. Right, left. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, keep the hips lifted, walk the hands out. Anahatasana. Come forward into Sphinx. Active posture. Elbows press into the earth. Touch down. Tuck toes, pressing up through table or plank. Ooh, that's not easy today. Finding downward facing dog. Look between your hands. Soften the knees. Step or float forward. Lengthen and fold. Big inhale to rise. Hands to heart. Open Tadasana. Close your eyes. Ground yourself. It's a big sequence. Just clear the slate. So rise to the challenge. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Option to flow or press right back. Downward facing dog. Squeeze heels, lift hips. Shoulders square. Right heel squeezes, left leg reaches back. Three-legged dog. Right away, bend the knee, open the hip, stay here, or touch down. Find wild thing. Light on the left toes. Maybe lift. And then spin. Left leg back. Take it forward. Lower the right heel down. Sweep up. Warrior one. Ground in. Fingertips rise. Stay here or reach back. If you're clasping, find the opposite clasp. Reach down toward your knee. Come forward if you choose. Left hip pulls back. Right heel stays grounded. Let the knuckles pull you all the way up. Release the arms. Open wide. Warrior two. If you choose, lift that front heel. Sink deep into the front leg. Just notice, challenge different muscle groups. See what happens when you lift the heel. And then reach back. Reverse your warrior. Heel stays lifted, or you can ground in. Touch down, sweep up, and then extended side angle. Left elbow grounds in, right arms. You're reaching from one line, fingertips to toes. Pinky twist to the ground so that the palm faces the opposite direction of your chest, and then your heart rolls open. If you have the length, just reach the fingertips to brush the floor. That's all. Stay grounded in the legs, open through the heart. And then slowly come up. Turn the feet parallel. Hands to your hips. This time, toes turn in, heels go out. Elbows squeeze in, lift through the chest. Active through the legs. Exhale, come forward. Hands touch down underneath the shoulders, or if you have the depth in your wide leg forward fold, Prasarita, Padottanasana. Hands, fingertips in line with toes, and the elbows press behind you. And then you just bring the weight a little bit more into the ball of the foot. and your head may or may not reach the earth. Stay active in the legs and resist the urge to go wider with the legs. Next, inhale, lengthen. Engage the legs. Hands come back to the hips. Squeeze the elbows. Come all the way up. Heart and throat open. Then exhale. Turn right toes to the back of the mat. Open the arms wide. Find your triangle. Second side. So shin, ankle, block, or big toe. Lower ribs reach to the front of the leg. Right leg engaged. Spine is nice and long. No curves. Not in triangles. Left hand pulls you all the way back up to standing. Bring your hands to your hips. Step that back foot in 6 or 8 inches. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Strong through the foundation. So the back toes are at a slightly stronger angle, about 30 degrees, open through the heart and the throat. Engage that front leg, stability, pull that right hip back. Exhale, tip forward, find your halfway point. Actively level through the hips. Hands find the floor or blocks, and definitely use blocks if you feel like you're rounding. So that heart reaches forward. Reach the heart past your toes. And then once you find that point where you can't reach anymore, then you can bow. Keep pulling that right hip back. Look forward to your toes, soften that front leg. Walk the hands out just a little bit. Hands to the floor or blocks. Turn the back toes. Lift into that standing L. Strong through the glute and the hamstring of that back leg. And then maybe you find a little height, tip forward. Challenge your balance. Every side is different too. And then maybe challenge yourself, not touching down. Bring your hands to your hips without thinking about it. Just sweep right up. Arms reach. And then exhale, step back. Step wide, land in warrior two. Straighten and then turn. Warrior two to the front. Extended side angle again on that left side. Staying here or playing with that half bind first. Fingertips lower to the earth. Top arm reaches behind your back. Or you hook up underneath that front leg. Heart opens. Front leg. Deep bend. Strong through the front leg. Slowly unwind. Hands frame that front foot. Step back. Option downward facing dog or flow. Inhale, roll forward. Find that plank. And again, your slow climbers. Right side, left side. Twelve, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hips stay square. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Lower your knees down. Walk the hands forward. Anahatasana. Again, here, maybe you lift the heels, lift the toes, squeeze the heels into your glutes. And then come forward, Sphinx pose. Dynamic, strong. All the way down, tuck the toes, press up, press back. Look between your hands, walk, step, or float. Lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart, open wide. So a little bit faster through the second round, second krama. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flow, or find your downward facing dog. Right away, right leg reaches back. Dog. This time, skipping the wild thing. Walking the hands in just a little bit. Taking the hands a little bit wider than your mat. Bend that top leg and shift the weight between right hand and left leg. And if you have the space, you catch that foot. Finding balance is the challenge. Pressing evenly through the hand and the foot. And then slowly release. Right foot steps forward, left foot touches down. Big inhale, rise. Warrior one. Just expand. Go deep into the leg and open with the heart. Fullest expression of warrior one. If you could show someone who's never seen warrior one what a warrior one pose should look like, how would you express it? And then open wide, warrior two. Sweep back, reverse your warrior. Deep in the leg, reach far with the arm. Come back to warrior two. Take hands to heart. Turn the feet parallel. Find that goddess pose again. Sink deep, but lift the chest. Can you lift one set of toes? One heel. Press into the toes. And then the other side, lift the heel. Maybe you try both. Can you sink deep? So your challenge, straighten the legs, keep the heels lifted. You can touch down whenever you need. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. And then touch down. Warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Find your triangle again. Your expression. Top arm pulls you all the way up. Hands to hips. Right foot steps in. Square the hips to the back of the mat. Lift up through the chest. So you can have your hands at your hips again, or you can take reverse prayer, fingertips to the ceiling or fingertips toward the floor. Open heart. Exhale, tip. Forward fold. Soften that front leg. Hands touch down. Right away, standing L or standing split. Yogi's choice. Challenge your balance. Soften that standing leg. Come all the way up. Bring your hands to your hips. Knee in line with your hip, and then straighten that front leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, then open the leg out to the side and step all the way back. Open wide, warrior two, and then turn to the front, warrior two again. Find your extended side angle, any expression. Exhale all the way down. Hands frame that front foot. Step back. Flow if you choose. Come back into plank. Slow climbers again. Start with 4 of the same. 3, 2, 1. This time, in, extend, in, and back. Left side, in, out, in, back. Right side, in, out, in, back. Left side. One more time, each side. In, out, in, back. Downward facing dog. Rise to the challenge. Knees touch down. Anahatasana. Sphinx pose, belly down, glutes engaged, heart comes forward. Touch down, tuck the back toes, lift up, press all the way back, child's pose. Take a moment of rest. Let breath come back into your body. Fully oxygenate your cells. When you're ready, downward facing dog again. Look between your hands, come forward your way, lengthen and fold. Big rise, hands to heart, open wide, final round. Inhale, exhale. Flowing or downward facing dog. Left leg reaches back, three-legged dog. Walk the hands in just a little bit so that you can anchor into the heel. Take the hands wide, about the width of your mat. Bend that top leg, and then start to bring the weight evenly between the hand and the back foot. And then when you can, notice if this is an easier or harder side. Catch the foot, press foot into hand. And just keep trying. You never know. And then find your way back into downward facing dog. Left foot steps, right heel grounds. Warrior one, full expression. Warrior two, open wide. Reverse. Come back up. Straighten that front leg. Turn. Toes turn in. Heels go out. Wide leg forward, fold again. Find your expression. And if you want, headstand or tripod headstand. Test your balance. And then make your way all the way back down if you're up. Reset the spine. Hands to hips. Come up with strong legs. Open heart and throat. Turn right toes to the back. Find warrior two for a second. And then come into your triangle. Left hand picks you up. Hands to hips. Step forward. Find reverse prayer with the hands or hands stay at hips. Open heart and exhale forward. Bow. Find balance. Soften that front leg. Turn the back heel right away. Standing L or standing split. Soften into that standing leg. Hands to heart. Pick that back leg up. Bring your hands to your hips, squeeze your elbows, and then extend the front leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it around, and then all the way back. Find warrior 2, and then turn to the front. Right away, extended side angle, any version you choose to finish out the sequence. Windmill down, step back, flow if you choose. One more time, plank, slow climbers or fast climbers. If you want slow, go 4. If you want 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then that second variation, in, out, in, together, in, out, in, together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the rhythm. Maybe you have music. That helps. One more round. Right side, left side. Downward facing dog. Feel the power. Lungs expand. Knees touch down. Anahatasana. One last time. And if you have a little challenge in you, chin touches down. Make sure your whole chest presses into the earth. And then maybe you straighten the legs. Hold for as long as you want, and then when you're ready, reset in Sphinx. Full prostration, stretch long, forehead touches the earth, bend your knees, windshield wiper the legs. Hands underneath your shoulders, lift up, press back. Child's pose. Walk your knees between your hands, cross your ankles, and come forward. Just to finish out, sit with the knees bent, feet a little bit wider than hip width distance, and just windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Slow, keep the heart reaching forward. And then sit tall. Figure 4 stretch, cross right ankle over left knee. Find whatever variation you choose. So if you're rounding and that knee is coming in toward your face, press the knee away And lift the chest toward your shin. Flex your foot, press through the heel. And then just lower the side of that left leg and the right foot all the way down to the ground. So you're coming into a seated twist. You hook the elbow to the outside of the knee, and that right arm goes all the way out and around. Tuck behind your spine. And if you have space, the elbow can come to the inside. That space between your knee and your chest. And your neck can be wherever it feels best. Leave the legs where they are and just reverse the twist, opposite direction. Keep the spine nice and long. Just a nice counter twist. Come all the way back through center. Windshield wiper the legs. Same thing. Other side. So left ankle crosses to right knee. Find your position. And if you have your thumbs turned to the outside, you get that nice opening in the shoulder, rather than having the thumbs toward the inside and that collapse. So this encourages the opening in the chest. So you can really press your chest toward your shin. Keep that active flex in the foot. And then unwind, lower that right leg and left foot to the earth. Lift through the chest, elbow hooks, and you tuck your arm as close to your back as you can, so that as you press down, you have nowhere to go but up. Once you find a deeper twist, that elbow can come a little bit closer, a little bit deeper. Counter twist, long spine. Unwind the legs, just sway the hips. So when you're ready, I'll let you direct your own shavasana. So you can stop this and put on a track of your choosing, or maybe I'll even post a link to one of Ben's tracks that I always use for shavasana if you don't already have it. I know a lot of you do. And allow yourself to just move intuitively. You've built a lot of energy in your system, and you may need to let it unwind a little bit. So maybe just kind of roll around on your mat for a few minutes. Just tap into your breath before you come right into stillness. Let that energy sort of direct itself where it wants to go. So be intuitive in your own practice, because that's ultimately what this practice teaches us, is to be completely self-reliant. So hope to see all of you soon. If you join me on any of these platforms or in class directly, that would be amazing. I miss having people in the room with me. So be well, and we'll see you later. Thank you.